kill many people here. Since early as the Khmer Rouge started to kill people, because at the beginning people believe that they were led by the king, you know. So in 1975, when they stormed into city to get power, the people thought that they were led by the King Sihanouk. So at the time, the people appreciate by saying down America and bravo to King Sihanouk, because people thought that the king was the top leader who come to free the people from the government supported by America. But so the people appreciate, and then they went to welcome them at the public place, and they confess, such as they had worked for previous government, or they are royalists, they want to see the king. So at that time, the Khmer Rouge were ordered by commander, arrested the people, yes, and brought them to kill here. So first they shipped the people and brought people to kill here. And after that, the people were evacuated from all cities to the countryside, and all property were confiscated. And when we arrived at the countryside, we met some people who had lived in the countryside who were ignorant, who were cruel, you know, who had been very poor. So that people were appointed to be the chief of community. That people said that they are on behalf of Angkar. The top leader was Angkar, but we didn't know who was Angkar. So the people were appointed to be the chief of community were called on behalf of Angkar. They became observer, they observed the people in the community. And they chose their children who were young men to be scouts. Their children who were younger to be field care worker or doctor. And all property were confiscated, including cooking pot. So people had only a little bowl and a spoon, okay? And a few pieces that they had brought from town. People were separated from family to live in mobile groups with the same age and the same sex. Little boy group, little girl group, young man, young girl, old man and old woman. So they were separated to live in mobile group and work in agriculture. In rainy season were ordered to grow rice, or some people were ordered to work on the high ground to grow corn, cassava, sweet potato and pumpkin. Work so hard but food ration a little bit. So many people were killed indirectly by starvation or hard labor, or they had poison. And some people were arrested to kill directly, because during that time they wanted to kill the people who had worked for previous government, but people tried to hide the background. So the Khmer Rouge activists tried to spy the background through the children. So they had interviewed the children about the parent background. Or that people look educated because the people with optical glass, or that people with they spoke with official words, or their name with many syllables. So identity of the people who were educated or high class. So they face problems. At that circumstance, people, they didn't like each other, and they could betray each other because food ration a little bit, you know. So food ration a little bit, so we could betray each other, and we try to steal something from each other. And every day we heard the Khmer Rouge activists that ship you, no gain, withdraw you, no lose. Angkar has many eyes like pineapple fruit, you know. So people had no solidarity at all. Maybe once a week people were forced to join meetings. That meeting was called suicide on suicide. For example, you, your friend, had been separated from family to live mobile group of the girl. So during that even you must criticize each other because you want to benefit from each other. If you criticize her, you receive a little bit more food ration. Yeah? But a few days after that, even when she was sleeping at the public living house, the observer with all that scouts who were with come to invite her. He would say, hey, comrade, Angkar will sleep, come to invite you to work another place or to go to reading different schools, you know. And he walked her off from the mobile group through the dark of night, 100 minutes or 200 minutes. He would be arrested by many other scouts who were physically strong. And then she was brought to be sent here or brought to be killed. See, people victim, but people could be kill each other indirectly because who ration a little bit, people betray each other very easily. So a lot of people were killed because of that reason, indirectly or directly. And in 1977, we know that the Khmer Rouge, the chief of the Khmer Rouge leader in this community disappeared because they were arrested by someone to be killed. Because early as Khmer Rouge, Vietnam and they want alliance, so they want embassy in Phnom Penh. But in 1977, that alliance was broke down. So Khmer Rouge Empire divided two parts. A part influenced by China, another part influenced by Vietnam, so they fought each other. So if you go to S21, you read documentary, you can see a lot of number was sent to S21, increased a lot in 1977.